So nice to see you all again. I think I forgot to say in the first video, so let's just pretend I did. I'm McKenna, and I'm going to teach math and science at the high school level. So the lesson that I created was for math, and basically what we're going to do is interpret data and represent it graphically, and then we're going to use data and graphics from like STDs and STIs and discuss the transmission and ways that we can protect ourselves from getting them. So for the lesson, students will follow along as I present the data, and we'll look at visual representations, and then we'll do a little bit of think, pair, share stuff, discuss as a class, and the ending assessment will be students in pairs will create a graphical representation of some of the data that I offer them to choose from, and then they'll have to describe in a sentence what the data represents mathematically and then what it means to them as students and adolescents. So the standards that I'm going to hit would be Mathematics 1, which is usually ninth grade, and it'll be categorical and quantitative data. It's the interpretation basically of statistics. So more specifically, it will be representing data with plots on the real number line, using statistics appropriate to the shape and data distribution, and then to compare things like the median and mean and the spread of the data, and then also interpreting differences in shape, center, and spread in the context of data sets. I'm also going to be hitting the health standard 1.4G, which is identifying why abstinence is the most effective method for the prevention of HID and other STDs and pregnancy. Now, I'm not going to talk about pregnancy in this lesson, but this is the standard that applies. For the ELD standards, I'm going to be using the exchange of information and ideas in think, pair, share, and then as a class discussion, interacting with others in written English and various forms of communication. So the partner graphical representation of data and the sentences they have to create together, offering and justifying opinions. So again, that's creating that graphical representation together, and then adapting language choices to various contexts. So we're going to be discussing not only math, but also STDs, STIs, protection, transmission, and so there'll be a lot of different contexts the students will talk about. So for my objective, I'm going to have students, at the end of the class, I want them to be able to interpret data and create a graphical representation of it, and then also to discuss and interpret graphical representations of data, and all of this is going to focus on transmission, protection, and health effects of STDs. I'm going to zoom through the rest of this because I don't want to spend more than 5 minutes in this video. So I know it's finals week. If you're taking more than one class, that's the June class, and you've got quite a bit to do, like a 14-page paper on your teaching style. So instructional strategies, we're going to do alternate assessments, which is that graphical representation in partners. Anchor activities, we're going to do a class discussion. They're making that graph. I'm going to cold call and discuss as a class, what they think that the data means and how they could interpret graphs and what the graph means for the data. And then for the SDAI techniques and practices, we're going to, I'm going to enunciate, speak slowly, pause, repeat. The beginning of class will be the mini lecture, and then as they'll do the think, pair, share, and then discuss as a class, and then we'll move into the graphical representation. So we'll contextualize. Basically, they're going to share with partners. They're going to have to create those sentences in the graphical representation. Emphasis on success and comprehension, so they're doing cooperative activities, and then frequent check for attention and understanding. So that's like those cold calls, discussing as a class, think, pair, share, and then also repetition. So I'm going to go over a couple different examples of the data and statistics, and then connect it to the graphical representations, and then vice versa, graphical representations, and then show the data and statistics for it. And of course, I'll be walking around while they're think, pair, sharing and listening to what they have to say, and maybe prompting discussion if students are having trouble talking. And then we're going to start off with some gripping statistics. So I hope to hook them in by giving them some shocking information, like 21% of all new HIV cases in the US are from adolescents. And then, of course, create some interesting graphical representations of the statistic. And then we're going to move into me doing the mini lesson, so presenting the data and graphical representations, and then presenting graphical representations and their data, and also talking about the STD, STIs, because all of the data will be about those. And then we will think, pair, share. I'll walk around, check in with everybody. We'll discuss as a class and provide them with those resources I talked about in the last video. So like what the CDC lists, mainly for California, would be Planned Parenthood and how they can go there to get free treatment, free testing, free protection. And they don't have to tell their parents. They don't have to talk to an adult if they want to keep it private. The Planned Parenthood will keep it private. And then we'll also do that partner activity, so creating the graphical representation and writing in a full sentence what it means mathematically and then what it means to them as students and adolescents. So for the assessment, it's going to be just the constant checking in with students, the think, pair, share, and then the class discussion. And then at the end of class, they'll have to turn in that graphical representation with the sentences. So the materials are going to be a handout with the different data and statistics students can choose from in order to create their graphical representation and sentences. I'm going to have a PowerPoint shown for the students that shows different statistics and graphical representations, and then graphical representations and statistics. And then here are all of the references I use. So a lot of it was standards, some different teaching methods and techniques. And then, of course, all of the STD, STI information, specifically in regards to adolescents. So good luck on all your finals, and thanks for spending this time with me today.